Hello everyone. I have a 2006 LR3 4.4 which has been leaking oil from the transmission for a while now, and finally I got the kit from British Atlantic and I'm going to do it today. Wish me luck. I hope I get it done. These are the tools. It's a warm day in Mexicali, Mexico. It's in the 80s, so I hope I get it done today. There's my T50s, 3/8.5 inch. And here's more tools. And there's a kit by British Atlantic right here. There's a oil underneath there, the pump, components. And this is the part that I wanted to show you. This comes from Summit Racing, but Lubelocker makes it. See that? And this green one comes from British Atlantic. This one here is way better quality, thicker. It's got this ribbed rubbery I don't know, seal. It just feels thicker, stronger, better. And this one is I don't know, it doesn't look like it's quite up to par. Okay, so again, this higher quality one is made by Lubelocker, and I got it at summitracing.com, I believe. So I hope I get it done today. It's about 1 in the afternoon and it's a warm day in Mexicali, so wish me luck. I don't consider myself average. I consider myself average mechanic. I can do brakes, spark plugs. I did the air, I fixed an air leak on the suspension, so I do a little bit of mechanic work. All right, wish me luck. Okay, so I'm trying to lift the transmission by removing the support bolt, and it's harder than I thought it was going to be. I've been at it for almost 30 minutes and I have yet to remove that bolt. What I did, it loosened it up a little. I put this wrench and I'm hitting it like that, and it keeps flying off. Oh God. Okay, this is taking longer, almost half an hour, to remove the support bolt so I can lift the transmission. So it gives me more room to work with. So I've been doing this. And it's working, but it's very slow progress. Okay, it's finally loose, look. But I think it's rotating on this side as well. So I'm going to do this right here. Anyways, you get the point. I think the hard part's done, which was to loosen it. So I know for some of you this may be overkill, but a lot of people like to see all the minor details. So this is 18 millimeter. This is a vice grip on this end, and it's finally coming loose. I did have to use the jack here. My reasoning was to lift it a little and prevent from it dropping and allow the bolt to move freely by taking off the weight. Anyways, I think I can do it with my hand now. No, not yet. I think I can do it with my hand now. No, not yet. Oh my God. I'm gonna stop the video. It's just, I don't want it to take too long. I don't have the one that's stiff, that doesn't have this loose. There you go, I can remove it with my hand now. It would have been easier if I had the regular stick. There it is. Oh. There it is. Voila. Not really sure what's on that side. I think it's just some kind of sleeve because it's going up. Look, I'm gonna leave it at that. If I need to go higher later, I'll come back and raise it. I don't want to damage anything. Sorry, the video's long. There's my boss over there making sure I don't take too long. She got bored. Anyways, I removed the heat shield. Mine only had 3 bolts, and I used this extension with this ratchet. That was pretty easy. This is a 5/16. I think you can use an 8mm. I'm not sure. Uh-oh, boss is back. Anyways, here you go. There's the heat shield. Now I'm going to remove these the bracket that the heat shield holds on to. Okay, so I was gonna skip this video, but I think it's important for you to see how kind of struggling with this. I got the 8mm, and I'm removing this bracket that holds the heat shield, and look, there isn't much room. So very slow progress here. And like I said, I wasn't gonna make this video, but I think I was gonna skip it because this rule is gonna take a while. But I think it's important for you to see how slow. Things that Waffle House and British Atlantic, I don't remember seeing these parts. You see, you got this other one. You got this other one back here, right there. Okay, you get the point. Okay, took a break and finally got the heat shield off. I got the heat shield bracket off. Now I'm going to drain the transmission, and I'm going to use these. You need some long hex bits to reach. We'll walk around. I found that the driver's side, I can fit under there easier. Okay. Here, you can have a look. So, there's the bracket. A mess of tools. The boss back there. She's like, hurry up, I'm bored. All right, so there it is. Okay, so now I'm removing the plug so I can drain the oil from the transmission pan. I got this bucket. It barely fit in here, and I don't know, I'm thinking this is gonna be a big mess, and it's kind of tight. There we go. I think it's loose. Yeah, it's loose. Well, it's turning. I'm not sure if it's loosening. If it's coming off, it might be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, it is coming off. I thought maybe the threads were messed up. And oh, sorry. So there. I just don't want to. This is gonna be a mess. So I'm just gonna cut the video now because I got one hand on the phone recording and the other hand on the ratchet, and I need another hand to move the bucket into place. So I'm gonna stop the video. So there you have it. It's draining right there, see it? And there was a little bit of a mess. I ended up sawing off the top of this bucket because it wouldn't slide under here. So slow. very slow, and a little bit of a mess. Okay, I removed all the bolts from the transmission pan, and it was a little mildly awkward, not too bad. And oh look, it's coming loose. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, there's more. Okay, well, it's a little bit harder than I thought it was gonna be. There we go. Something popped. I guess I need two hands for that to shimmy out. Anyways, there's oil kicks coming out. You can see here, I think. Okay, I'm kind of struggling with this. See, I can stick my hand right here between the transmission and the oil pan, but it's not. Okay, I'll cut the video and pull hard with two hands. Okay. Okay. You can see I finally got it off. I cut it right here. See that? And the piece. There's a piece right here. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I cut it with. You can see it. I think it's called it's called a hexa. And I left it there so you can see how I stuck my hand through here. There. I think Waffle House, that guy stuck his hand through here. And you can't really see, so it's frustrating. It really is. You know, you can still see the hexa there, see? It took me the actual, once I got the sawing started, it took me, I don't know, 5 minutes, but it feels like a struggle, like, because you can't see your progress. So you're just kind of doing a lot of wishful thinking. And then when I was about to like take a break because I was frustrated, it all came loose. So there we go. Very doable, but not the optimal conditions here on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna help you focus. So I turned the knob right there with this tool, this long, right there. It's already been turned. I just pushed up right here. I turned it sideways like this and I pushed up kind of hard and it popped upwards. Let's see, that would be counterclockwise or lefty-loosey. There you go. So there you can see it right there. I'm sorry about the poor lighting. So now I need to remove it. Wish me luck with that. And obviously I need to go through that, where is it? This piece right here. Right there. I need to pull this down. And it's not cooperating, so I'm gonna need two hands again, so I'm gonna stop the video there, okay? This piece. This right here. Okay, replacing this piece was very frustrating. This piece right here. This is the old one. Okay, so see if I can locate. I'm sorry I don't have video how I installed it because it was very frustrating. Okay, there. I'm pointing right at it, right past the oxygen sensor, which I actually had to use. There, right. I'm sorry about this. There we go, that piece. There. So just remember what they don't tell you at British and Waffle. Use the tab as your guide going back in. That was an idea that helped me a lot at the end. And to get this sleeve back in, it's not, how do I phrase it? It's finding the right location to slide it in that's the most difficult. Not so much the pushing it in and making it fit. That I don't see why they, at least for me. But I know British and Waffle, they say that it's really hard to shove it back in there. For me, when it finally went in, it was lining up. Lining it up was the hardest. Once I did that, it went in easy peasy. Okay? But I want to highlight, it was very frustrating lining it up. Okay, and again, use the tabs once you get that piece in to get the wiring inside. Use the tab as your guide because you can't see. Well, at least I couldn't see. Okay, so best of luck. Okay, so I'm pretty much done for the day. I cleaned the outer perimeter where the new gasket's gonna go. Okay, so I just wanted to leave it clean. Okay, so tomorrow I will assemble all this. There. Sorry about the poor quality video. And I will prep the pan with the gasket tonight as well. And then tomorrow I will assemble and troubleshoot. We'll add the oil and go through the different gears, and hopefully, God willing, everything goes to plan. All right, everyone, thank you for your comments, and hope this helps. Good night. Hello everyone, Juan Carlos Mercado, working on my 2006 LR3 4.4 transmission pan filter and this piece right here. Okay, I will finish the job today. I will make more videos. Okay, I won this battle, but I still have to assemble everything and make sure the transmission is working properly. It was working properly before. I just had a leak. That's it. The gears were shifting fine. A little slow later on as the oil leaked out, but I just, to me, that was a non-issue. Anyways, this was a huge struggle. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it tested my skills, and I had to pause several times to, you know, make new attempts to get it in there. It just would not go in. It was really difficult. And then on the last attempt where it finally went in, it was really easy. And I think it has to do with this notch right there, and then on the lip right here, see right there? There's 3 of those around the circumference, the perimeter. So I think it has to do, once I lined that up correctly, I think, because I don't do this every day, so maybe mechanics that do this every day, maybe they can comment on that, because British and Waffle don't make that clear. So once I lined up correctly, it went in super easy. Okay, and also with the plug, use that little tab, line it up, and it went in, because I couldn't see. You can't really reach in there and see. Okay, so I had to reach in behind the passenger side tire, front tire, and just kind of just with my head in and use my hands and mostly by feel. So I will make more videos and I will keep you posted. But I'm telling you, this is. I wish mechanics would make more specific comments about how this goes in, because when it goes in properly, it doesn't require that much effort. You just gotta line it up right. But that's because you can't see. That's what makes it so difficult and so frustrating. Okay? And yeah, maybe it would have been better to pay somebody. I don't know. And then being that I'm doing this job on the ground, I don't know. But we'll see. I'll make more videos and I'll keep you informed. All right? Thank you so much for your comments. Okay, I'm about to do the gasket, the Lubelocker gasket. I'm gonna spray it with this sealant. And it says to spray on here, on this flange, and both sides of the gasket. So I guess I will do that. Also, I wanted to comment, this is the original, and I noticed the magnets here are like pressed in by this plastic device. But see, with the new one, the aftermarket, the magnets are just, see that? They're just magnetized in place. So I wish, British and Waffle would talk about that, because I'm an overthinker. So I'm thinking, okay, is that supposed to be that way? Also, this plastic piece, okay, it's not there. So obviously I got to remove it. But again, maybe it's the military, my military training. Okay, if it has to be removed, then say so. Okay, there's where I cut it. Oh, also I wanted to show you the plastic one. It's much thicker. Then this is just the lip. So things to consider. All right, I'll make a video later. Okay, quick video on the bolts. This is the original, and this is the new one with British Atlantic. So notice that this one, the new one, is shorter. And you're probably thinking, okay, why I say that is because I'm not going to tap the threads. I'm just gonna run through the bolts, clean out the thread area, engagement area. So that's what British Atlantic calls it. Because I don't trust myself tapping it and then screwing up the threads. So I'm just gonna run these through. I already ran through half of them. I'm gonna finish up, clear the threads, and then I don't think there's a need to tap them all the way through because the bolts are shorter. All right, wish me luck. Okay, I'm gonna spray this right here, gasket sealant, on the Lubelocker gasket. So that's about 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do one last one for good measure. 1, 2, 3, there. I'm gonna let it dry a little, then I flip it to the other side. While that's happening, I'm gonna do the outer. I'm just gonna do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure why I'm counting as I'm going around, but okay. All right, now I'm gonna flip this. I'm not sure if it's, there you There we go. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last one for good measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I count when I go around. Anyways, this is my own idea. I'm not sure if that's the way it's done. Okay, I placed the Lubelocker seal, gasket, sorry, on the pan flange. I held it on my left hand with this side and then my right hand on that side. It's real sticky, so you have to be careful and line up the holes. It sticks pretty good, pretty quick. It does allow you to move a little bit, but I wouldn't chance it. I would place it correctly as quickly as possible. For me, I think it went well, and the holes seem to be lining up. Okay, all right, here we go. So far, so good. Okay, so this is how I tap the holes, the threads. The original bolts right here. 1, 2, there. I tighten them all the way through. They come out the back, out the top. So, because there's no way that you can tap these with a tap tool. Okay? Waffle and British, they're lying. There is no freaking way that you can tap the holes with a transmission in here. There's no way. I want them to show us how allegedly they tap them with the transmission in place in here. There's no way. So this is how I think you should tap them. Just get the original bolts and screw them all the way as when they come out the other side. Okay, so I did that all the way around, and they don't have to be all the way to the transmission. You can just feel it. I wish I could show you. Here, I'm going to stick the phone. Maybe you can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Now, let me see if I can get my hand in there. Okay, if you can see right there, I hope you can see it, because I can't. I'm just, where my fingertip is, that's where the top end of the bolt is. So I did that with all the bolts. Okay, now I'm going to remove them. Okay, so I place the filter. This is probably has been the easiest step in the whole process. It goes in almost on its own. It does shimmy a little bit, but from what I've seen in the other videos, that's normal. So now I'm gonna get the pan, and I need an extra set of hands for that, so somebody can hold it. I'm gonna ask my neighbor. Okay. I want to show you this. This is the original, longer, and it's a T40. I'm not sure if you can see the numbers. And this is the new British. They are T30. There you go. You can see it there. Okay, just take a note of that. Okay, time to put the pan in. Not much room down here. Fudge. Okay, so I could not get my neighbor to come help. I'm going to, so far so good. I'm going to slide this to my left towards the front of the vehicle. I'm going to twist clockwise. So far so good. Wow, I thought it was going to be harder. Okay, now I'm going to find my bolts. I'm gonna get one to get started. I'm gonna line this up. Oh, and I forgot to remove one of the old ones, so I'm gonna have to redo this. Oh, I can do it by hand. Okay. I don't know how I didn't see it. Well, at least you get to see it on video. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna edit it out. Okay, there it is. Okay, hopefully, okay, everything's lining up according to how I see it. There we go. Oh, oh shit. There. Okay. All right, so that one looks, I'm gonna put another one on, this is the driver's side, I'm gonna put one on the passenger side. Okay. There we go. And I might as well tell you that being down here, my neck is sore, my shoulders are sore. Okay, so think about that. And I got some cramps to go along with all that. You know what? The tapping of the holes really helps because these new ones are going in real easy. Okay. All right. So everything looks good. I'm gonna cut the video now. I think you get the point. You can still adjust it a little. All right. All right. Peace. Okay. Now I'm tightening up the bolts, and you got to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a diagram. I think Waffle shows a diagram for that. So I'm just going to start here, crisscross, and go all the way to the outer perimeter. So now, like, starting here, I'm just tightening up. This one's already pre-tightened, and then there, just like that. Okay, then I go over here, same thing. I think that's about right. And obviously, I don't want to overdo it now. I'd rather tighten them this way now. I think it's 6.5 pounds or 7 pounds, but I don't have a tool for that fits under here. And if it leaks later on, after I'm done, then I'll come back down and retighten them, you know, in a day or two. You know, so I'm not gonna put the heat shield and all that on quite yet for probably till next week. And so, and also I don't want to use the power tool for this. I just don't feel I may, you know, overdo it, over tighten them. So that's, I do have one, but I'm just gonna keep doing it this way. Okay, so that's tight. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going back this way. And also, I'm gonna go to iMovie app, and I'm gonna attach all these videos so it's all one long sequence of videos together. There. So now I'm going back this way. And also I want to mention that I'm feeling ill, a little bit sick, so I really want to get this done because I may need to check in urgent care. I don't know if I got a flu or something. And my pet, my dog, also she's ill as well. So I don't know, I got it from her or she got it from me. So we both need we're gonna need some care. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna do this last one. All right, so that's 6 right there. Stop the video. I think you get the point. Okay, so I'm removing the plug to fill the oil, to fill up the transmission with oil. And it was a little tough. I pushed on it up, and I guess all my years doing push-ups in the Army and bench pressing paid off, because I pushed up and I whacked the hell out of my pinky right here, right up here somewhere, but it's loose, see? So with a T50 bit, 3/8 ratchet. Okay, I think you get the point. I'm gonna keep going a little bit, I guess. I'm just glad I'm getting close to getting this done. I hope everything turns out right. God willing. There we go. So there you see it. Okay. And now I'm gonna set up the pump. I'll show you that in another video. Okay, so I put the bolt back in the transmission support. You know, I removed the jack and I placed this pump. This is the discharge end. This is the intake end. And I just kind of wanted to give you that update. And then after this, I'm going to start pumping the oil, turning the ignition. And, you know, it does say I have to be on level ground. I read the file on North American Land Rover, LR3, LR4. Right here is a slight downhill. So with the ramps, it kind of sort of evens out. Obviously, it's not leveled perfectly, but it levels out some. Anyways, here's how I routed the, I don't know if you can you see it? Okay, it goes through this hole, it comes up there, and then it goes up that way, and then I anchored it in this heat shield, and then it went in there, see? You can see it right there into the transmission. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna start pumping the oil. I'm not sure if I'm gonna show you that. I may, I guess. Okay, so thank you for all your comments, and I hope this helps everyone, and we'll see how it turns out for me. Thank you. Okay, again, transmission service filter pan from British Atlantic replacement. I'm about to get the oil in, and I just wanted to show you because the files say it has to be on level ground. So even though I'm on ramps, this concrete is at a downgrade. So I think I'm close enough. I don't know. Let me know what you think. See that? You guys see that? It should be perfectly level, would be right about there. So I think the stripes mean if you're within the stripes, you're in the safe zone, I think. Okay, let me know. All right, okay, so I'm pumping the oil. I already got 1, 2, and then this is the third one. So I just wanted to, this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to turn it on after this. There we go. Instructions say to keep pumping until at least a little bit. So I'm gonna do a fourth and then I'll turn it on. I don't have that ready yet, so I'll show you on the next video. Okay, so I pumped three of these, 1, 2, and 3, and I got those 2 ready, and then those 2 at the end. And I found these cinder blocks, I think you call them, to help me hold these, because the pump, as you pump, you need 2 hands for that, and you got to keep those steady. I spilled a little bit, so that's why. I don't know if that helps you. Little tidbits of information and ingenuity. All right, so it leaked a little bit, so I plugged it up, and I'm going to start it. All right. Okay, so I'm using the engine temperature to gauge the transmission oil temperature, I guess. It's almost 80 degrees here, 76, I believe. So I'm gonna run through the gears now. I'll step my foot on the brake. So here we go. Reverse, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Neutral, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Drive, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Sport mode, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. I'm gonna shut it off now. Okay, take the key out. Okay, so that's what I did. I don't know. I found conflicting information on different videos in the file. So I like the fact that when I shifted the gears, it actually engaged the gears. I could feel it. I don't know if you saw that it shook. All right, so I'm going to go see the level of the oil and pump the rest of it in. Wish me luck. All right, so I want to say thank you. It was a rough 2 days. Swapping out the transmission pan filter, the electrical sleeve, the gasket from Lubelocker. The transmission kit came from British Atlantic, and today I look like crap. I felt ill. I threw up. I was having stomach issues, but I had to finish this. I do feel a little bit more motivated not knowing that this is done. But look at this. Look at this. About 1 quart was spit out. once I ran through all the gears and I pumped in all the 7 quarts. But just coming in out of the garage, I can tell you that it runs way better. The response, I've had the car, the LR3, for about 9 months now. And it always felt a little bit funny, but I thought it was normal for this vehicle. And now that I did the service, it feels way better, the gears. All right, so hopefully it all goes well. I will do a follow-up. But so far right now, I don't know. I was having second thoughts, but you know, God Almighty's great, and everything seems to be going my way right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep the comments going. And not always everything's pretty. Okay, I wanted to show you the real work, real job, with the real details. Okay, thank you. Look at that. Look at that.